Did you miss me? What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I am back with some more boxing. Listen, we need to get the likes to 100. I need 100 to show. Listen, I need 100 to show to start me off. Everybody in here, there's a couple people who haven't hit the like buttons. Yeah, y'all got to do like Joey and hit that button. What's up? Let's see who the first person in the building was today. All right, we got who? I can't even see because the poll is in the way. What kind of stuff is that? Bro, YouTube is bugging. I can't even see who the first person is. They got the poll all in the way. That's crazy. It looks like Ryan Wright was the first person in here. Shout out to Ryan Wright. Hey, I got a notification. The last one was 9 days. Damn. So we got over 100. Let's keep the likes going and let's talk about it. I'm going to talk about this Errol Spence, Terence Crawford, the long wait we've been having, right? And I feel like there's some things that need to be said. So that's what I'm going to talk about in this video. Make sure you guys, if you enjoy the chat, hit the subscribe button. I made it easy for y'all. Look, that QR code right there. Get your phone out. I know y'all want to be lazy, so I got y'all. You take your cell phone out, open the camera app, and then you scan. You go to that QR code and scan it. It's going to take you to my YouTube page. We already hit 300K, and we going up. We're going to run them numbers up. So stop being lazy. Take your punk phone out and scan that QR code. And then a button is going to take you to my channel. And then there's a button that says subscribe. You hit that subscribe button with all your might if you haven't already subscribed to the channel. I'm the best in the business. So if you like boxing, then you love me. Ego, tell E. Spence to stop dodging. Stop dodging what, bro? You just saying stuff to talk. Who are you? Guided pathway. Why? How is it Spence's fault? Listen, watch this. Y'all want to speak to the king? All right, I got you. Humor me. So this man said Errol Spence is holding up the fight and he's dodging. How's he dodging? Not at all. Okay, now you're wasting my time, and I don't like that. You got 10 seconds to tell the king of boxing how Errol Spence is dodging the fight. 9 seconds. I wish you had more time. How's Errol Spence dodging? Explain it. You got 8 seconds, partner. I wish you had more time. Let's go. How's he dodging? 6 seconds. He's dodging because he's the money. His people are the ones that are holding all the carts. Holding the carts. She's Terence Crawford. Been around. They've been dodging him. Okay, that doesn't even make sense. She's Terence Crawford. I'm going to let the fans vote him off the island. Do we need to block him? If he thoroughly explained and he's making sense, then he get to stay. If not, say block him. Bro, he said she's Terence Crawford, so now it's Trans Crawford? What are you talking about? Are we talking about Terence Crawford or Trans Crawford? What you talking about? They saying bye, block him. I'm going to let the fans vote. He said she's something. I don't even know what he's talking about. And he said Errol Spence and PBC holding the carts. Man. All right, shooters. The fans have spoken. Vote him off the island. He's out of here. This man said Finkel is Einhorn. Yeah, bro. He making it sound like Terence Crawford, Ray Finkel. Get him out of here. No, don't try to clean it up now after you wasted all our time with that. Oh, man. Y'all gonna make this a lot of fun for me, man. Hey, you gotta do something, baby. Bro, that was horrible. Like he Jamaican. He said, "What the blood clot cart?" He said, "PBC got the blood clot cart." What was he talking about? Listen, and I know y'all want me to do the hot seat, but this is the bums y'all send at me. Rasclot, Terence, Bumblaclot, whatever he was talking about. PBC hold the cart, Bredgen. I'm like, stop. Shout out to my man Christian. He said he been rocking since 2015. We here now. What's next? He said because Crawford says so, he's been doing a lot of interviews lately to try to take the cheat off of him. Shout out to my man Mikey. What interview? I ain't seen no interview where he said Errol Spence is a holdup. Send me the link. Y'all cap, bro. Y'all be capping. Y'all Captain America. Y'all favorite cereals, Captain Crunch. What? Okay, send me someone right now. Send me a Terence Crawford recent interview where he said Errol Spence delayed the fight and all this other stuff. What are y'all talking about? I be on YouTube and people send me stuff. And there ain't nobody sent me no Crawford clip of him saying that. The clip I seen, he said, I ain't doing no interviews today. That's what he said. And he's like, all right, you know what? Never mind. I'll do one with you. And he did like one interview. So what y'all talking about? He got several interviews. That's the clip I seen. He said he was at Shakur fight. And he said he ain't doing no interviews. And then he reneged and said he gonna do the interview or something. But he didn't say nothing about Errol Spence. He literally said, don't ask about my fight. Like literally. I think that's the title of the video. He said, don't ask no question. Don't ask, how come or why come Errol Spence and me ain't fought yet. He said, don't ask me about it. So where's this alleged interview? I watched the Bill Bellamy interview. I watched the one where he said, don't ask, no questions. They talking about Blue Blood's encounter with Bud. I don't even know what that is. I don't even know what y'all talking about. Man, if it ain't on wax, like that's like somebody saying they knocked out somebody, and then you a rapper. It got to be on camera. I don't know. I don't know what was said other than that. Nah, bro. So I don't know. I haven't seen nothing. So I can only go off of what I've seen. I haven't seen or heard nothing. But y'all said see, but that's how I know y'all cap it. Okay. See, some people are saying this was some kind of encounter with Blue Blood. Okay, fine. But y'all was lying and you just said it was on video. Where the video? Somebody said Crawford said in the video, this is what's wrong with boxing. Y'all just told me that Crawford said this on video. And then there ain't no video to it. So yeah, like don't tell me if there's a video, y'all send me the link and I'll peep it. But then y'all ain't send me no video. So I'm going off of what's available, what's out. I don't know nothing else other than that. Man, it feels good to be the greatest in the game. I'm the greatest that's ever lived. Before I get started, let's do the Boxingego roll call. City, state, zip. We gonna get this cracking, and I'm gonna show you some stuff that is on tape. Yeah, because today I got time, cuz. Listen. I'm gonna keep it G real, because today I got time, cuz. So I'll show you some stuff that is on tape, and then there's no refuting that. So you can't be like, oh, you go watch it. No, I'm gonna show you it's on tape. It's on tape. So I'm gonna show you what's on tape. Like, Shout out to, listen, let's do the roll call so we can let's get it cracking. Let's get it cracking. Look like a studio setup. You got Pro Tools in there, Studio One. I got everything. I'm Inspector Gadget. Listen, Chicago, San Diego, California, 91950, you dig? Minneapolis, Minnesota. Hey, listen, they got the little Jeffrey Dahmer. I ain't messing with Minnesota right now. Y'all got them crazy, twacked out killers. No, hold on. Minnesota, I love y'all, but they ain't. No, hold on. Where's Dahmer from? He from Milwaukee? Where he from? He from somewhere over there. South Pensacola in the house, Florida in the building, Jersey, Cincinnati, Seattle 206, Tennessee 423, Detroit. Shout out to the 313. Let's go. Where y'all at? Where the people at? I like to know who I'm talking to, who I'm dealing with. At this point, ask y'all who's there. The money keep coming in. The money keep coming in. Ask y'all who's there. He says, Errol Spence, Terence Crawford fight. I just want to see Errol Spence and Crawford fight if they not fighting each other. Even if they not fighting each other. Brooklyn 718, Temple, Texas, San Francisco 415, Chicago in the building. Shout out to Ask Y'all Who's There. Denver, Temple, Texas 254 708, Chicago. Yeah, I know. Dahmer's from the Yay area. Nah, y'all lying. He ain't from the Bay, bro. If Dahmer was from the Bay Area, he would have been eating with gold teeth in his mouth. Bro, I know he ain't. He would have gold ones in the front. He would be like, yay, bro. Don't let Dahmer go hyphy. If Dahmer was from the Bay, he have gold ones. And he'd be living in North Richmond. You feel me? He'd be like, yeah, just ate these niggas, feel me? Feel me, bruh? You feel me? You feel me, bruh? Bro, he ain't from the Bay. All right, y'all. Hyphy Dahmer. Yeah. What y'all talking about? Yeah, he be listening to Keep the Sneak, eating folk. Bye. What's up, bro? He was listening to Keep the Sneak, you feel me? He be getting some Mexican food from Oakland. Oh my God, Oakland got some good Mexican food, yo. You want some tacos? You want some burrito? You gotta come to Oakland, bro. If you ain't in LA, you gotta come to Oakland, bro. You gotta come to Oakland, you feel me? You gotta go to San Francisco. You gotta go to Oakland. Dahmer from Milwaukee. His killing spree was in Ohio. Oh, damn. Shout out to Germany. All right, let's get it. Now, y'all want to cap. I ain't here for that. I got questions, and we're going to talk about it. So, get my likes up. The money need to come in, or the likes need to come in. One of you, y'all take y'all pick. Like salute. So, this is the thing with the Bud Crawford. It's like the old switcheroo. It's like the old switcheroo. We've been waiting months for this fight to be announced. Terence Crawford, I'm talking about the last week and a half, 2 weeks, tops. Like baseball cards, tops. That's a bar. I said that's a bar when I said tops like baseball cards. Y'all get it? Anyway, it's been 2 weeks, tops. And they said Crawford signed the fight. So, I'm not the smartest brother in the world, but y'all gonna make this make sense for me, right? If we've been waiting months and a month just signed the contract within according to the reports, within the last 2 weeks or had an agreement, then how does that account for the whole duration that the negotiations have been going on, which has literally been months? Explain that to me. See, this is where I do y'all like the Instapot. Listen, everything I spit is instant hot. I got to slow cook them. That's an Instapot. Listen, this is the part where I start spitting the facts and thinking the plot. Everything I spit is insta hot. Now it's time to slow cook them in the Instapot, right? I got to slow cook them in the Instapot. If we've been waiting months for the negotiations and only but recently there was any inklings that Crawford had signed his portion, How you look at the whole negotiations and then say Errol's the delay, and they just now said Crawford, they just now said he signed within the last 2 weeks. That's one question. These young boys can't beat me. So what was the delay for all them other months? Like, what was going on then? Like, that's, like I said, it's like the old switcheroo. You can't have a delay for 3-4 months or whatever it's been, and then you sign, and then now the pressure's on Errol Spence. Oh, Errol's the holdup. No. It doesn't work like that. This is where I got to slow cook them. That doesn't make sense. So, I'm the king of analogies. I'm the best that's ever done this. So let me give you an analogy. If you and your girl are going to dinner and a movie, and your girl is upstairs putting her makeup on and taking a shower, getting ready for the whining and the dining, the dinner and the movie, right? Right? You already dressed. You got your watch on. You got your wallet in your pocket. You already showered. You already done sprayed the cologne. You ready to go. You got your shoes on. You ready to go. So you say, hey, babe, let me know when you're ready so we can leave. The movie starts at boom, 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 right? You're waiting. You're like, you done yet? No. You done yet? No. So you pull out the sticks and you playing PlayStation 5 while you wait, right? You start playing PlayStation 5. She taking forever and you bored. Block Anthony Chappelle. He thought he was a comedian like Dave Chappelle. Get him out of here. Don't you ever interrupt me. Bro, notice when I start cooking, I'm speaking like plain English so you can all understand it. They only here to cause distractions. But let's not get distracted. Your girl is upstairs getting ready. You pull out the sticks to play 2K on PS5 because she's taking a while, right? And then she finally comes down after an hour and a half and you're on the game in the mid game and she's like, come on, we're going to be late. Come on. No. How is she going? She's the one that was upstairs getting ready. How can she now act like you're the delay and as if you're going to be late to the movie or we're going to be late to the movie on account of you when you literally were just waiting for her downstairs? That doesn't even make sense. And that's very indicative of this whole situation. You can't see months of laboring and negotiations and back and forth. And then finally, Crawford likes the terms or whatever the situation is. And now he's rushing Errol Spence and saying, or like his fans, I can't say him, but his fans, the Bud Buddies, is now rushing like, oh, Errol, hurry up and sign. So Crawford can have months to try to get things to his liking, we'll say. He can have months of that, right? No biggie. But then Errol Spence has the contract since that came out, which is at the best 2 weeks, that report that Terence Crawford has signed his portion. And now the pressure's on Errol. Stop it, bro. That doesn't even make sense. You can't just omit this whole portion of history and then now all of a sudden the gun to Errol head in two weeks. Like, stop it. That's what I call the old switcheroo. So that's phase one of my argument. Here's some more circumstantial evidence because I'm young forensic files when it comes to these videos. You know, I give you all the evidence. Young forensics, right? More circumstantial. Bud let you know before the fight, when he was with Top Rank, that this fight would be difficult to have happen because of the statements that he was saying before he was even a free agent, saying, I want the lion's share. I don't need Errol Spence. The fight will never happen. It got to be 50-50. Won't, right? So Ego Stradamus strikes again. So I let you know that it was already going to be this type of negotiations way back then, because I can understand that there would be some level of head-on collision, because Bud's worth, or what he values and believes is his worth, versus the reality, versus Errol Spence is truly the A side, and the reality of the situation is he's the known A side. And I knew that was going to cause some type of just basically conflict, because it's a negotiation. So if you have one guy who absolutely is the A side, and he, like, his ego and his team, they feel they have the leverage and they're in the driver's seat. And then you have another guy who is a great fighter, but he's pretending that he's in a leverage position. Then that's, if you have two egos, no pun intended, then that's going to create havoc potentially in the negotiations. It's only common sense. And that's just what it is. Here's some more circumstantial evidence. The people who are just blaming Errol Spence, right? Make sure y'all smash the like button, because, you know, we got a couple haters in here. We got a couple haters. I know they be listening. They be on my nuts swinging like Tarzan. Oh, they be swinging from my nuts like Tarzan. Waiting for Ego to drop some more bars then. Listen, I said the haters be swinging from my nuts like Tarzan, waiting for Ego to spit on the mic and drop a couple more bars then. That's them on my nuts right now. Georgia the Jungle. What y'all talking about? Listen, I'm the greatest that boxing done ever seen. And y'all gonna respect the king. So, shout out to Talib. Finally, we got people with brain cells. That's what I'm talking about. So, riddle me this. I'm going to hit y'all like the Riddler. Riddle me this. How come Errol Spence has been involved? Okay, hold on. I'm gonna let the fans interact with the point that I'm making, because I know the points I'm making from the heart. I know what I'm saying. Errol Spence has done better profitable business and put on bigger events than Terence Crawford career-wise. Is that cap or is that fact? Hold on, listen. Errol Spence has done bigger business and been more profitable throughout his career, and he's the big fish, and he's put on bigger events than Terence Crawford career-wise. Is that cap or is that fact? Listen, we got to start with that, Jack. Okay, everyone's saying facts because they know I'm the fact god. You can fact check that. It's not taken away from Crawford saying he sucks or he's not a good fighter. Of course he's a good fighter. But we all know the truth, and we know I'm baptizing y'all like Wilder right. Listen, it's going to be a Wilder night. I'm baptizing y'all like Wilder's right. You see what I'm saying? Come on, let's play the game, man. Stop playing. So everybody's saying Errol Spence is big fish and he's put out the bigger events. So riddle me this. How come Mr. Big Fish, Errol Spence, I'm hitting y'all with the circumstantial, and y'all can't even handle that? How come the person that's put on bigger events, none of his events have had this much struggle and strife until he got with free agent Terence Crawford? What do I mean? Okay, so when he's fighting Mikey Garcia, they did 51,000. We don't know if Crawford and Spence is going to generate that type of crowd. We don't know, but it's an anticipated fight. I'll give you that. But how come he can do 51,000 with Mikey Garcia, and the fight was easily made? Mikey said he wanted it. Errol said he wanted it. They both was working with Al Heyman. Boom, boom, boom. Wham, bam. Thank you, man. Fight was made. There was none of this. There was no like months of like bickering and like going back and forth. Sean Porter unification made easily. Ugas unification made easily. Kell Brook fight in Sheffield made easily. So what's the only change? The only change, the new addition like Bobby Brown. Listen, dig a hole. I put the body in the ground. The only new addition is Crawford like Bobby Brown. Oh my God. Hold on. Stop playing. Bro, y'all better stop playing with the king. Listen, I said dig a hole. I'll put a body in the ground. The only new addition is Crawford like Bobby Brown. So he's the only new addition to this equation. I said, dig a hole, I'll put a body in the ground. Crawford, the only new addition like Bobby Brown. That's a bar. So, how come none of these other fights took this long to make? Ugas was coming off the many pack. I believe the children are the future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. Show them all the beauty they possess and sign. Give them a sense that pride to make it. Block science don't lie. You a bum. You a bum and you don't make more than me. You don't know more than me. You don't make more than me. You a bum. Stick your hand out and I might bless you with $1 or so. Cause you a bum. Listen, they don't want none, bro. Shout out to Cassandra. Show them all the beauty they possess. Errol got the Pacquiao fight made easy. And Pacquiao, big dog, you know, that's many effing Pacquiao. So how come they did that fight easy as soon as Pacquiao wanted to smoke, the fight got made? I may want to, I believe I will fight the Errol if, The fight got made easy. Then his eye scratched that. Ugas stepped up, defeated Pac, had Pac eating applesauce. Then Ugas coming off his best career win, showing that he's a true champion. Him and Errol. Ugas fought in Texas too. Bud said he wouldn't fight Crawford in Texas. Oh man, it's looking shaky, bro. Hold on, it's looking a little bit shaky. How come Ugas was willing to fight as a bro? I'm gonna destroy. Listen, I'm gonna destroy everything you touch. Play the game like Pac said, bro. How come Ugas had one belt and a better win than any Crawford welterweight win because he fought Manny Pacquiao, right? And he really beat Sean Porter, if I'm being specific. Listen, do you dig it? He beat Porter. That's just me being specific. Y'all got to get with it. So, Ugas had one damn belt. Crawford got one damn belt. But the difference is, in Crawford, Ugas fought Pacquiao and mopped him up. That's a better name than anyone Bud's fought for the one belt. Ugas fought Sean Porter before Errol Spence and before Terence Crawford. And that's damn near Crawford's best win. That's damn near his best win at welterweight, if you think about it. And that's two PBC fighters that already had Porter when he was active, when he wasn't thinking about podcasts. He had to put on tape. He wasn't getting on tape. Listen, I said what I'm doing is beyond. Listen, what y'all doing is beyond fake. I said back in the day, Ugas and Errol Spence fought Porter when he was putting on war tape. Wrapping his hands with more tape. Now he doing podcasts. Trying to record on tape. That's the difference. He was putting on war tape. Now we recording on tape. So that's the version that Crawford got. And now y'all getting baptized. I told you, I didn't want to have to get to this. Listen, I said back when Sean Porter was putting on war tape, wrapping his hand like Canelo versus Triple G, he said he needed some more tape. Listen, now I'm about to hit y'all with some war tapes. I said back when Porter was putting on war tape, wrapping his hands like Canelo and Golovkin with more tape. Now Sean Porter's a podcaster, doing episodes and more tape. Listen, oh my gosh, hold up. That's a bar, bro. Y'all getting blazed. This is easy. I'm hitting y'all with a gentleman 30. And now it's about to get real dirty. So, Ugas beat Porter for real. And Errol Spence, on paper, beat Porter too. And he beat him before Crawford even got to him. So, how come none of Errol Spence's other fights took this long to make? Pacquiao win. That was a Pacquiao win for Ugas. Errol Spence punched him in his eye and then said, I'm coming for Terence belt, you guys. Listen, that's a bar. Slow it down. I said, look at the fight with Pacquiao. He got mopped up by Ugas. Errol Spence punched him in his eye and said, I'm coming for the last belt, you guys. That's a bar. You guys. Bro, y'all getting blazed. So explain to me how magically now that Errol Spence is trying to get the last bar from, or the last belt from Terence Crawford. Now it's taking forever, a month of Sundays to make. Yes, Ugas beat Terence Crawford in the amateurs 2 times. Okay. See, I know my boxing was good. None of y'all went around with the big dog. He beat him in the Pan Am games and another time. So Ugas, he could have been like big-headed, like, oh, I beat Pacquiao. I got 1 belt. Guess what? Crawford got 1 belt that he's been carrying the whole welterweight the whole welterweight stay, and they don't have a win like Pacquiao. But how come Errol Spence Ugas got made without 5-6 months or whatever it's been of back and forth? And then now the Bud Buddies are trying to make it like Errol Spence is the holdup. But again, Errol Spence has done everything he said he was going to do. Those fights are under the PBC umbrella. And what does that mean? Listen, Donald, what does that mean? So Bud's a free agent, right? So who cares? So you just proving my point. You said, oh, those fights were under the PBC umbrella. Okay, so why didn't Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia fight when they was both on DAZN? That was under the same umbrella. Man, listen. A lot of y'all looking like light skins. Y'all looking like cowards, real high yellow. How come Devin and Ryan didn't fight on DAZN? That was under the same umbrella. Yeah, get the likes up, man. Y'all getting blazed up. This is Blaze Pizza. I'm going to put you in a brick oven. So you're just proving that PBC, even though people hate, you're proving PBC is getting it done in-house. Let's see if Shakur get Lomachenko. So again, this is circumstantial. If fight happens and Crawford lose, he gonna retire. I mean, but you was talking about something else just a second ago. Bro, it don't take a rocket scientist. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to see Crawford is the only new addition. He's the only new element that has been added to the equation. And seemingly this has been the longest negotiation. I'm not saying the fight won't happen. I'm not saying it will happen. I don't know. I don't do a whole lot of capping. So if I don't know, I don't know. I don't know if it will or won't happen. But the process is about the process. And listen, I'm going to bloat y'all because I got something you can't digest and process. Listen, I said I'm talking about the long, lengthy process. I'm about to bloat y'all because I got something you can't digest and process. Oh my gosh, let's go. I promise you, I sleep good. I was born for these moments. Listen, I said I'm talking about the long, lengthy progress. It's taking a long time. It's been a whole process. I'm about to bloat y'all because I got something you can't digest and process. Let's play the game. So, enough with the circumstantial, folks.
For good reason.
Listen, I'm about to bury you.
Talks have been agonizingly long.
Talks have been agonizing long.
Learned from 2 sources very close to the situation that one of the issues that dragged this thing out for as long as it did had to do with Terence Crawford's ties to alleged Irish drug cartel leader Daniel Kinahan.
Oh, whoa, yo, hold up. Not me, not Marshall. I'll show you Marshall. It says multiple sources have confirmed to boxing reporter Lance Pugmire that one of the sticking points was the fact that Crawford previously was dealing with Daniel Kinahan, and basically they needed reassurance that he was no longer working with them since they put sanctions on the man in the United States.
Learned from 2 sources very close to the situation that one of the issues that dragged this thing out for as long as it did had to do with Terence Crawford's ties to alleged Irish drug cartel leader Daniel Kinahan.
Okay. And that's not word of mouth. That's not hearsay. This is fight hype. I made a video and the link is in the description. And this is boxing reporter Lance Pugmire. So he said his sources say that one of the major issues was the fact that they needed reassurance that Crawford was no longer working with this gangster. So that has nothing to do with Errol Spence Jr., right? Block Alan Cummins. It looks like you Alan Goins because you out of here. Bro, I said, listen. I said, I'm going to just keep flowing. His name is Alan Cummins, but you about to get blocked, so I guess you Alan Goins. I'm going to write a novel like Donald Goins. Bro, get him out of here. Listen, notice every time I start blazing and cooking, y'all, they come with the foolish buffoonery. They're not fooling me. They just saying whatever. They're not, like, notice not one, I promise you this. I promise on anything, on everything I love. Nobody has said, oh, Boxingego, you lied about this. You made up this interview. Because they know it's not the bro. So explain that. If you're going to blame Crawford, you're going to blame Spence. Spence don't have nothing to do with you working with an Irish gangster. Now.
Been agonizingly long. We've learned from two sources very close to the situation that one of the issues that dragged this thing out for as long as it did had to do with Terence Crawford's ties to alleged Irish drug cartel leader Daniel Kinahan. PBC head and Spence advisor Al Heyman wanted absolute assurance, insisted upon absolute assurance that Kinahan had no financial involvement in the fight. For good reason. We know that the U.S. Treasury has an intense focus on Kinahan.
Okay, so this is what Terence Crawford's former promoter said. So you have a boxing reporter who says his sources confirm part of the long agonizing wait was just the whole situation that his name was linked to a notorious Irish gangster who has U.S. sanctions on him, and that was a non-starter if he was still working with him, right? Now I'll play Terence Crawford, ex-promoter who worked with him for the last 10, 11 years with Top Rank. This is what Bob Arum said.
This lawsuit was really dreamed up by Kinahan and his people, because Crawford indeed had sent us an email saying that he and Kinahan were partners. This is before.
What? Hold on, Bob. Run that. Terence Crawford sent us an email, bro.
People, because Crawford indeed had sent us an email saying that he and Kinahan were partners. This is before the Porter fight.
Before the Porter fight. So everybody want to point the finger at a black man, Errol Spence Jr., and say he's the holdup, but Crawford was linked to working with a Caucasian, Irish, notorious gangster who has U.S. sanctions. Bob Arum was working with him too, but immediately once it went down and the U.S. sanctions came out, in typical Bob fashion, he separated himself from that and threw everybody in the bus. And he says that I got an email from Bud Crawford and it said his new partner was Daniel Kinahan. Of course, this was before Kinahan got sanctioned by the U.S., but still, there was a lot of rumors about how nefarious Daniel Kinahan was and the type of business and that they were trying to sports wash him. And Bud still got involved with this person. So fast forward to the future, in the Lance Pugmire clip, he's saying his sources say part of the reason it has taken this long is because you have a black fighter from Omaha, Terence Crawford, and his name was linked to a Caucasian, Irish, notorious gangster who is on the narco-terrorist list, can't come to America, and the U.S. Treasury put sanctions on him. Again, all of this has nothing to do with a black fighter. Errol Spence Jr., and that's a delay that is 1,000% caused by Terence Crawford and his decision making. So you can't erase that. And if what I'm saying, I'll give Crawford my phone number and he can come on and do an interview live and clear up to the world, because that Bob Arum interview was months ago. So since that came out months ago, Bob already put it on wax. You was working with Kenichi officially, right? Crawford can come to my pod or whatever. He could do an interview with me and clear the air and call Bob Arum a liar and say Bob don't have the email. But I don't think he'll do that. You know why? Because if somebody was lying on your name and they don't have no email, why wouldn't you challenge it? That interview was a couple months old where Bob Arum said that. So if it was false, if it was untrue, you probably would have challenged it by now, don't you think? I know if it was like, if somebody was messing up my business, said I was working with Al Capone or something, Nino Brown, and it wasn't true, then I would definitely clear my name in that equation. And obviously this has some bearing on the Errol Spence fight, because as I played for you, Lance Pugmire says part of the reason it's been slow, one of the major points.
Talks have been agonizingly long. We've learned from two sources very close to the situation that one of the issues that dragged this thing out for as long as it did had to do with Terence Crawford's ties to alleged Irish drug cartel leader Daniel Kenichi. PBC head and Spence advisor Al Heyman wanted absolute assurance, insisted upon absolute assurance that Kenichi had no financial involvement in the fight. For good reason. We know that the U.S.
So before we start pointing the finger at Errol Spence, how come nobody is addressing the elephant in the room? Why would Crawford, he's not been working with Kenichi his whole career. Why would he link up with Kenichi before the conclusion of his top rank contract when he was about to be a free agent? And you tell me Bud is making impactful, knowledgeable, well thought out business decisions just hear me out. You're about to enter free agency. Why? It's not even the fact, let's just assume, let's say Kenichi's not this murderer gangster dude they talking about. Let's just say he's another promoter. What we knew at that time, we didn't know about the sanctions because they hadn't come out. But what we knew is he had the reputation. We knew that Kenichi had the reputation. One thing is he was on the narco-terrorist list, so he couldn't come to America. So, why did Crawford, an American, a black American from Omaha, why did he have to fly to Dubai to meet with this guy? Why didn't the guy, if someone, Terence Crawford is the talent, right? Do you think Michael Jordan got to fly to Dubai to meet with Nike? Michael Jordan is the American talent. Why would he have to go to Dubai or Saudi Arabia to meet with Nike? You know what I mean? To meet with Jeff Bezos. So obviously, you pick somebody who can't come to America, as I'm stating. That's why you met him in Dubai instead of him coming to you. He's scouting you and he wants to work with you and win you over. Why you got to go to him? Bud was still signed to Bob Arum, and Bob Arum was doing business with Kenichi. They both were. But again, Bob, he's been in the business. He's smart enough to know that once the ish hit the fan, that he better separate himself from the situation. And the thing is, Crawford don't really do many interviews, but he can. I want to see he could do a live interview with me and clear the air. If what I'm saying is not true, if what PBC was worried about, like, hey, you can't be working with this guy, he's being sanctioned. If what Bob Arum said is not true, then why don't Crawford do an interview? He doesn't even have to be with me. It doesn't matter. Why doesn't he do an interview with anybody? How come no one's asking him about Kinahan? Nobody. So before y'all come and say, oh, Errol's the problem and ego, you lying and all that type of stuff, ask Bud if he was working. That's a simple question. How about the next person that interviewed Bud, ask if he was ever working with Daniel Kinahan? And then it's settled. And then Bob Arum's going to hear it and he's lied. Then that means he lied. And because he just told you he had an email from Crawford saying he's being represented by Daniel Kinahan. And it's not that shocking because Terence Crawford and Bob Arum, there were reports that even before the end, it was kind of understood the end was near because Bob Arum was meeting with Crawford's lawyer. So there was some friction there. So for whatever reason, it sounds like Crawford wasn't seeing, like, the top rank thing was coming to a close and they weren't seeing eye to eye. Maybe there's some friction between Bud and Bob Arum. So he tried to get some more representation when he could have just waited it out, finished his top rank business, and then you would have been a complete free agent. And then you can fight Errol Spence straight away. And that wouldn't be something that even had to come up. Like, for example, Jerron Boots Ennis. Hypothetically, Jerron Boots Ennis, he's represented by Cameron Duncan. Cameron Duncan, to my knowledge, don't have no U.S. sanctions on him. He's not a reported gangster. He used to work with Bud Crawford and Tim Bradley, right? If Jerron Ennis were to negotiate with Errol Spence for a potential fight, right? Jerron is not tied up with somebody who is a reported gangster. So they wouldn't even have to bother with, hey, Jerron, you're not working with so-and-so. It wouldn't matter who he's working with because they're not under a microscope and being sanctioned. Does that make sense? So at the very least, Bud Crawford put himself in a position that I keep saying where Bud Crawford, you created an additional hurdle that if you became a free agent, you wouldn't even have to have worried about that. Like PBC would, if there was no confirmation or rumblings that Bud was working with Kinahan, which I told you last year or whatever, when it happened, then PBC wouldn't even be part of negotiations if he never connected himself with this Irish gangster. So how come nobody's asking Bud about that? And then the Bud fans is like, now y'all quiet. Now y'all quiet. They was saying, oh, Errol, but they not asking the one simple question, were you working with Kinahan? It's a yes or no question. Was there any point in time where you were working with Daniel Kinahan? Because again, based on the stuff that he's under, investigation by the feds, Garda, all this stuff, you know, people are like, don't do business with him. MTK Global folded, right? Go to MTK Global's website. Oh, that's right. You can't because it shut down. Right? So again, Crawford created an additional conundrum that wouldn't have been the case if he just served his Bob Arum. You can say whatever you want about him, but he's not being sanctioned by the U.S. at this current point in time of me recording the video. So you could have just completed that contract, been a free agent, and then moved on and did whatever you want. So how is that Errol's fault? Like, for example, if Bud is making great decisions, then riddle me this. How come nobody else that left Top Rank and cut from Top Rank had any problems working with PBC? See, I didn't want to have to do this, but y'all made me. Now y'all getting dog walked. Bro, name another fighter that left Top Rank and had trouble working with PBC and getting their fights on? Andy Ruiz. He left PBC, had a tune-up fight. The next fight, he's fighting Anthony Joshua, became the first ever heavyweight Mexican champion of the world. Chavez Jr., he didn't have no problem working with PBC for the Fonfara fight. Mikey Garcia, after his legal battle where he couldn't fight at all, he started getting Broner fights and Dejan's Latishinin fight. No problems. It was a clean break. You're not working with Top Rank. Floyd Mayweather bought himself out of his contract. Then he started working with Al Heyman, and Oscar De La Hoya fights came and all them. I mean, you know who Floyd fought. I'm not going to laundry list him. Name one person. Cotto left, and he got the Floyd fight. Everybody else that left Top Rank, they left on terms where they could just do whatever they wanted. From Andy Ruiz, Chavez Jr., Cotto, Floyd Mayweather, Oscar De La Hoya. Who else was with Top Rank? Mikey Garcia. That's 6 people already. Y'all got to get my likes up. Y'all getting buried, bro. Y'all getting buried. But again, Bud Crawford is the person that put himself in a position. Danny Jacobs was not with Top Rank. I don't even know what you're talking about. Bud Crawford, you will be held accountable for your decisions. Y'all don't want to hold no fighter accountable for the decisions they make. Leo Santa Cruz. Hold on. See, I'm the best in boxing history. A lot of y'all didn't even know Leo Santa Cruz used to be with Top Rank. How many of y'all knew that? I knew because I'm the greatest that's ever lived in boxing. How many people knew that Leo Santa Cruz was on Top Rank? Be honest, don't lie. How many of y'all knew Leo Santa Cruz was working with Top Rank first? Sid says, Boxingego, all you're saying is speculation, no fact. There's a contract out, so Kinahan is a mute subject. TC has put Erga Knights in check. What? Bro, you sound stupid. I mean, I should have known better than a mother effer that put a do-rag picture up for their YouTube picture. Bro, you sound stupid as hell. But again, what can I expect from a person who got a default picture with a do-rag? Like it's 2005. And he got a do-rag for his YouTube avatar. I should have knew better. And you should do better. What you talking about? Yeah, Psycho Sid off the top turnbuckle, trying to make some sense, mess around, break his leg like Psycho Sid did. What you talking about, bro? Bro, you guys paid to be idiots. That's how you know I'm the greatest. That's how you know I'm the greatest, when people pay to say idiotic things. Let me repeat. He says be ego, which no one calls me be ego, but whatever. Be ego, all you're saying is speculation, no facts. How is it speculation when Bob Arum, his old promoter, just said, and I repeat this.
Dreamed up by Kinahan and his people, because Crawford indeed had sent us an email saying that he and Kinahan were partners. This is before the Porter fight.
Now, I just played it again for the slow people in the back. Y'all want to go against me. How is that speculation when his ex-promoter says he has an email from Terence Crawford, and Crawford has not got on wax and denied this, that he was working with Kinahan? How is that speculation? I mean, you can't make up this type of stupidity. I swear. Isaiah, stay winning, puppy. Shout out to Isaiah.
The money goes into my piggy.
Y'all might as well go to casino because y'all just wasting money to say stupid stuff to me to get flamed up. But I know I'm the best, so I don't blame you. I'm about to do like Nolan Ryan and change up. Bro, explain how that makes sense. He says what I'm saying is speculation. But Bob Arum, I just played it several times. He literally said, I have an email from Crawford, and he said he's being represented by Daniel Kenichi. How is that speculation? When Bob Arum just confirmed it. And like I said, if what I'm saying is false, why won't Crawford? He should go on, because I know he's going to see this. Why isn't he going to Instagram Live tonight and say, hey, that's a lie. I was never working. Do a polygraph test. Let's really up the standards. Let's Terence Crawford do a polygraph. Were you working with Daniel Kenichi? I'll do one. You ask me, whatever. I'll do a polygraph. And let's put some bread on it. It's a simple question. It could be a one-question polygraph. At any point of time, were you ever working with Daniel Kenichi? Did you ever have a business dealing or relationship with him? Boom. And then see if Crawford passes. Or you have an obligation to, your ex-promoter is already threw you under the bus, said you wasn't making no money for him, and he was overpaying you, or whatever he was saying to The Athletic and all them interviews. And Crawford is never coming. I can understand he don't want to deal with the media. Okay, do it on your own terms. Do an Instagram Live and say, oh, Bob Arum said this and this about me. I would never work with an Irish gangster. I was in Dubai for something unrelated. Why wouldn't he clear the air up about something? Because obviously it's carried over into the PBC negotiations since Fight Hype has a video and the sources are saying part of the delay was that. And y'all talking about I'm making stuff up or speculation. Man, stop playing with me, bro. Shout out to Oscar. He said, ego to GOAT, no cap. Facts. See, this is where y'all get buried. Listen, I'm ready for someone to come for me and say, "Oh, what you just said. You said I'm lying and I'm speculating. I just showed you. I just proved to you this is not speculation." Now, if Bob Arum got on a public interview that generated views and he lied on Crawford, then that's a separate subject. But don't tell me I'm lying. You're not going to say I'm lying and disrespect me and everything I work for, because then that's going to be a real fight. You in a fight. If you want to slander my name, you want to demean me, you want to try to demoralize everything I work for, that's going to be a real fight. And we're going to fight to the death. Doghouse rules. If you coming from my credibility, my brand, say, oh, ego don't cross his T's and dot his I's, then prepare to die, because it's like that, bro. There's nobody going to say I'm lying, because I don't just pull things from the air. I don't shelter you from the news and make things disappear. I don't pull things from the air. I don't do none of that. So if you coming for me, then Crawford it's up to him to get on wax and say, that was never the case. I never worked with Daniel Kenichi, a reported Irish gangster who's on the lam and they got money on his head, and he can clear that up. But right now it's an asterisk open because Bob Arum, he's saying something different. And Crawford, and this was months ago when this interview aired, right? So why wouldn't he have cleared it up by now? And again, obviously it's coming up because PBC, they was worried about it. Ego no static at the Porter versus Crawford conference. The commissioner said the fighters had the choice to fight. TC asked him to repeat that. What does that mean? You backing off the block. You trying to double back. You said I was speculating. We still on that. Bro, I don't care about no commission. He whooped Porter, he beat him or whatever. What does that got to do with it? See, listen, this what happens to boxing fans that want to be a man and romp with the big dogs. They say this stuff and they do bark and then they double back when they've been proven wrong. What is Porter in the commission? That don't have nothing to do with what you said. You called me a liar, so you're basically calling out my name, and you said I was speculating, and then I played what was said that wasn't a speculation, and it's never been denied or debunked by Crawford. And now you talking about the Porter commission and Nas and the firm. I don't got time for it, bro. I don't care about none of that. I care about you. You said some stuff, and now you got to stand on that. You got to stand on that or apologize. You said I'm speculating, and what I'm saying is don't mean nothing, but it does mean something, and I'm showing you what it means. I don't get on here and just lie. Yeah. See, and that's the one thing that's missing. We got to be men. If y'all supposed to be men, we got to be men. If I said something that's incorrect and then I was shooting blanks and I couldn't play it back for you, then I'll admit that as a man. Oh, I thought he said that. But I don't have to do that because I know what I'm saying.
Oh, that's interesting. So now it's interwoven into the Daniel Canahan issue. So
it may be. I don't know. Again, I'm just saying that the last communication of that kind that we had was from Terence,
right?
Which said that Kenichi was his partner.
Bro, I'm burying y'all. This is Pet Cemetery, dog. I'm burying these cats. Bro, I said we could go line for line, bar for bar, tit for tat. I said this is my pet cemetery where I'm burying these cats. That's a bar. I'm burying these cats, dog. Bob Arum said it again. I mean, how many times he got to say it again like Jodeci? He got to say it like Casey and JoJo. Say it again. How many times he got to say it? So you to let this man say several times that you was working with Kenichi. If it's not true and Bob don't got an email, why didn't you respond to it? $20, ask y'all.
The money goes into my piggy.
All Crawford had to do was sign the PBC, and he would have got Keith Thurman and Pacquiao once Spence got into the accident. Boom. And Spence would have fought Porter, Danny, and then both men would have 2 belts apiece. But Crawford effed this up. See, now we get into some stuff. Do you know if Crawford worked with Keenan? Where are your receipts? Bro, who's Keenan? Hey, block this dude, bro. I don't need none of your money, cuz he talking about Keenan Ivory Wayans. I don't even know what you talking about, bro. Do you know if Crawford worked with QAnon or Keenan or whatever? Hey, he got to go, bro. This is too much stupidity for me. Kenya been... Bro, get him. Bro, I am slaughtering him. Slaughterhouse. He talking about Keenan Ivory Wayans. He's flabbergasted. Did he work with Keenan and Kel? Welcome to Good Burger. Could I take your order? Bro, I don't know. Keenan, QAnon, In Living Color. How you living? What? How you living? What? How you living? You can do what you wanna do. In living color. It's like a balloon. See, it's never too late and it's never too soon. Take it from me inside to me. In living color. Bro, he's talking about did he work with Damon and Keenan and Sean and Marlon. Look up Marlon. Say cheese. Bro, get these bums out of here. I know Kenya B couldn't wait to clap him. Bro, this is why I don't do the hot seat that much. Bro, he's just making up stuff. How do you know Crawford worked with Keenan or whoever? I don't even know who Keenan is, bro. I never said nothing about no Keenan. Low down dirty even like his brother Keenan. Bro, get these dudes out of here. Listen, I guess he's talking about Kenichi, and he don't even know how to spell. Once again,
it's interwoven into the Daniel Canahan issue. So
it may be. I don't know. Again, I'm just saying that the last communication of that kind that we had was from Terence,
right?
Which said that Kenichi was his partner and manager, I guess.
Bro, I mean, Bro, the Crawford man fans, the Bud buddies, I got them so flabbergasted that I'm playing you his old promoter who's saying Crawford multiple times. Crawford emailed us and said, I'm working with Kenichi. Kenichi's my representation. Kenichi's my manager. Kenichi's my partner, which was already a rumor in boxing circles. And he flew to Dubai a couple of times. And then these dudes was like, how do you know he was working with him though? Bro, get the out of here. This is this is unbelievable.
Hey, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here.
Payday. Yo,
Payday. I know that.
Listen, if y'all don't get these likes up, this chat is over. Likes are loot. I'm destroying them. I keep proving what I'm saying. I'm showing you the proof. Y'all gonna have to represent for this. Cause we had more than half these likes damn near before I even came on. And now it's game on. I got a flame on. Y'all got to get the likes or loot up, bro. Stop playing with me. I'm out here cooking. I'm destroying any doubts. Anybody want to doubt me? I'm the best ever. I'm the greatest. I showed you I was the greatest. Then I told you I was the greatest. And I'm proving to you I'm the greatest. Like, I'm showing you. And they still acting like what I'm saying is foreign. Again, if Crawford was never working with Kenichi and this interview came out and got likes and views and all that, why didn't he come out and say, hey, he lied on me, man? Or do it now. Go on Insta. Tell Terence Crawford to go Instagram live right now and say, I swear under penalty and perjury, under oath, I was never working with Kenichi and we had no business dealings. And then get somebody call Bob Arum and ask him why he said this.
Before the Porter fight.
Bro, he said it twice. Hold on. Y'all gonna get this work.
Dreamed up by Kenichi and his people. Because Crawford indeed had sent us an email saying that he and Kenichi were partners. This is before the Porter fight.
Oh, that's interesting. So now it's interwoven into the Daniel Kenichi issue. So
it may be. I don't know. Again, I'm just saying that the last communication of that kind that we had was from Terence,
right,
which said that Kenichi was his partner and manager, I guess.
Wow. So,
bro, the Bud Buddies is down so bad, so bad, bro. My man Josiah, Matthew says, I was just telling my wife how stupid people are, and they said receipts, gangsters don't do receipts. But here's the thing. Boxingego is cooking. And I'm saying what I'm saying, and I'm showing you receipts. That's like going to Home Depot and you say, hey, I want to return this ceiling fan I bought last night. They're like, you have a receipt. We need a receipt to take it back. So I show them the receipt with the barcode, it's legible, and then they see the receipt that I'm showing, and they're like, how you know you bought this ceiling fan from here? What are you talking about? I'm showing you the receipt. How would Home Depot act like I didn't buy the product from there if it's the same product, it has all the identifying UPC numbers, and I have the receipt for it? That's what the Bud Buddies are down so bad. I'm showing them the receipts, and they're like, how'd you know you bought it from here? How do you know Bud was working with Kenichi? And I'm showing you the receipts. That's the level of stupidity we have stooped to, trying to explain away why Bud makes the decisions that he's making. Bro, once again, Bob Arum keeps saying this man was working. It was everybody already knew it anyway. Bob Arum just confirmed it. or everybody speculated it, I could say. Strata said, I just find it wild that while Crawford was signed to Bob Arum and Bob Arum was working with Kenichi, why would you need to inform your employer that you're working with the person your employer is working with while you're signed? I mean, but again, this is just this part is speculation. There were reports that Bob Arum and Terence Crawford weren't really seeing eye to eye towards the end of Crawford's stay at Top Rank. So, you know, maybe he was talking through lawyers, or because all Bob Arum said is the last email that I received from Crawford. So that could have been anybody. You know, it could have been his lawyer sent him an email and just said it. And the great thing about this whole situation, Bud, why doesn't Bud press the button, call Bob Arum a liar, and say that never happened? And then Bob Arum has the email. So then we're going to get to the bottom of it. Because if it happened, Bob would then be pressured to show the email. Right? You lying on me and you trying to take down my credibility. You know, one of us got to go. So, you know, it could be that. But he never challenges Bob Arum. Explain that, bro. But bro, now you can see the frustration with the Bud Crawford business decisions. How come Bud don't challenge Bob Arum ever? Bob Arum said, you ain't making no money for me, boy, and you know, you got me broke. I could have bought a house. You working with Kenichi. Why you don't challenge none of this stuff if it's not true? Because when Gary Russell Jr. said something that Bud didn't like, Bud got on real quick and did an Instagram live and said he had twisties in his head. He said, Gary Russell, we don't even have to fight. If I catch you in the streets, I'll break your effing neck. So when it's a nigga, you going to break their neck. But then when it's a Jewish promoter that you was working with, you never challenge him. Chingon said Arum is the problem. He's always the problem. But he's not even working with Bud right now, so he can't be the problem now. Bro, when Tank, I've been here for the whole thing. Tank says stuff about Crawford, they go back and forth on Twitter. How come when it's a nigga, you saying all this stuff, like I'll break your neck, Gary Russell, you was talking about Tank, and you know, Tank was talking about you. When Errol say something, you say, oh, you did. But then when Bob Arum keeps saying this stuff about you, there's no retaliation, there's no clear the air, there's nothing. That's unique, to say the least, to me. How come there's no clarification? You just letting Bob Arum say all this stuff about you? Especially if it's not true, you should want to clear the air, because Bob Arum got people thinking it's true. I try to tell you. And here's the thing. Like, listen, I don't get in people's business. I don't really care. Like, I'm not saying like I don't really care outside of the sake of doing my job, right? Y'all got to get the likes up. That's the last little warning. Bro, we got to get the likes up. We got to get the likes up. I like what I'm saying is I normally try to let people live and do what they want to do, won't. But when you got your whole base is like saying Errol's the problem, and you're not even mentioning the whole Kenichi angle. That's why I got to step in, because it's like, come on, bro. Here's the other issue. Bob Arum, earlier in January, Terence Crawford filed a lawsuit. What's up with the lawsuit with Top Rank? Furthermore, if you are already suing somebody and they say you're working with a notorious gangster who got U.S. sanctions on him, isn't that defamation? Bro, listen to what I'm saying. This is what I keep saying about Bud Crawford questionable decisions. Okay. Bud Crawford had to refile his lawsuit for some reason. I don't know if he's done it or not because I haven't heard anything about it, nor have I researched it. But I could research it because I know some people, blah, blah, blah. But in January, he filed a lawsuit saying racial prejudice and they weren't trying to give me marquee fights. They owe me Errol Spence provision money, blah, 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 right? 1, what's up with the lawsuit? 2, what's up with the refiling? 3, if Bob Arum is doing interviews saying you're working with a guy who you can't work with legally, who has sanctions on him, Daniel Kinahan, if Bob Arum was lying about this email, then you could add to your lawsuit defamation or slander or libel or something. You know, I ain't a lawyer, but I'm sure you would be able to add something to the mix. Right? So how come Crawford don't add that to the mix? Like, if you know you're not working with Kinahan and you never were, and what Bob Arum is saying is fraudulent, then add that to the lawsuit. See, Crawford, this is where his decisions get him backed up into a corner, because it's like, you can say whatever you want, but the truth is the truth. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, why isn't Crawford sue Bob Arum for slander if the Kinahan angle is false? Why isn't Bud Crawford clear the air and like do an interview and say, do a sit down and say, hey man, I don't know what they talking about. I was never with Kinahan. Because this interview is months old. It's months old, and he still ain't responded to it. So Bud Crawford thinks he doesn't have to, like, he doesn't have any allegiance to speak to media or have to clear the air, but then you have these black clouds hanging over you on terms of business decisions. Furthermore, y'all got to get the likes up. On top of the lawsuits and the Kinahan and all that type of stuff, it's just like, I just feel like you have to look. I'm a big picture thinker, so you're not gonna just say Errol Spence is the problem, Errol Spence is the problem, Errol Spence is the problem, but then you're excluding this whole conversation. I heard the lawsuit was dropped, can't confirm, but I remember hearing this. I know he was supposed to refile, but I mean, I don't know if he's refiled it or whatever. And here's the thing, when I'm talking about questionable Crawford decisions, this is just my personal opinion. Nobody else, mine. On top of all the other stuff, you were suing Bob Arum in January. You were supposed to refile if you want to still sue him. I don't even know what's up with that. But Terence Crawford, he's a grown man. He could do whatever he wants. I'm just giving you my opinion. Bob Arum keeps saying all this negative stuff about you, saying you don't make money, saying you working with Kinahan, and things that don't help you. We'll just put it that way. Bud still go to a bunch of top-ranked events. He go to the top-ranked gym still. For me, I think that, like I'll just say, is unique. Bro, you're suing a man, and a man's throwing you under the bus, and in his company, you're still lending your brand and your star power to his events, and he keep dogging you. So like I said, that to me is unique. Like, he was at Shakur's fight. He was at some other fight with Lomachenko. I think, like, okay, Shakur and Keyshawn, Bo Mac, all right, cool. I'll give you a pass because that's your people. You know what I'm saying? That's your people. They train in your gym, some of them, or have, whatever. But Crawford went to New York for Lomachenko versus Richard Comey. You had to go to that fight too? And again, I'm not saying it's like I'm Crawford's daddy, like I'm telling him where he can go or not. But I'm saying, if you're suing a person, like me personally, this is just my opinion. If I'm suing you, I'm not cutting the pie with you. I'm not trying to earn money with you. I'm not trying to be around. See, I don't front. If I don't like someone for real, then I just keep my distance. I mean, I could be professional, but I'm not going to go out of my way to appease or kiss your ass, and you know what I'm saying. That's just me. So I'm not. I don't really see myself suing somebody, being in a position where I'm suing them for racial bias, but then I'm still going to my event or going to their events. Because here's the thing: when Lomachenko's fighting Comey, the ESPN cameras are going to show you because you're a celebrity. They're going to be like, oh, there's Bud Crawford in the crowd. They might even interview you or try to interview you. You see what I'm saying? And for me, I wouldn't even want to, like, I want to, if you try to hurt me, I'm trying to hurt you. That's what I call me petty. If you trying to disable me, you want to hurt my money, you want to stop my flow, you want to stop my bankroll, then I'm trying to do that to you too. That's how I operate. Again, I can't speak for Crawford or Omaha or anybody else. I'm not from out that way. But for me, I'm eye for eye, tooth for tooth. You trying to take money out of my pocket, stop me from being able to feed my people, my family, then I'm trying to do that to you too. That's how I operate. Call me petty, call me immature, whatever. I'll take that. But Crawford still be going to the top ranked gym and going to their fights and suing them and then not suing. It's just weird to me. That's weird. Like, Rolly don't like, I'm just saying a random person. Rolly don't seem like he like Tank. So he's not really in Tank gym. He not really, if anything, he just going to keep talking crazy about Tank. That's just, you know what I'm saying? I'm like Biggie Smalls, man. What's beef? If I got beef with you, I don't want to be seen with you. I don't want to, you know what I'm saying? I'm not really trying to deal with you. I'm definitely not trying to help you in that way. So that's my 2 cents. Q Ruffin, what's up? Yeah, like I just find it a bit weird that like, cause like even Christina Poncher, she put in the before the night of the fight, Shakur, she tweeted out, Bud Crawford will be in attendance at the Shakur fight. Robson Casasi out. She tweeted that out. You know what I mean? And then Bud also, I think it was Christina Poncher's birthday or something. He was like, happy birthday. I don't know. I guess I'm just too petty. Y'all call me whatever you want. I'm too petty. If I'm suing you, I'm trying to, like, I'm off everything. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I play for keeps. We'll just put it that way. If I ain't rocking, I ain't rocking. That's just how I am. I'm not finna be at your events. I ain't finna be buddy. I ain't finna be in your gym. Like, if you, like, I don't want to ever be somewhere that I'm not wanted. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I'm an animal. So that's the only, like I said, that's the only thing I've ever said about Crawford is some of the decision making and the business decisions to me are questionable. Like, to sue a person and then go to their events, go to their gym, have to be about around Bob Arum. Let Bob Arum say all this stuff and throw your name through the mud and really not check it at the door, not rebuttal it, not come out and clear the air. Strata, you're not listening. Listen, I hate when y'all don't listen because I know I don't just speak to hear myself. I just said Shakur, Keyshawn, okay, that's his brothers. So he went to that. That's one example. He went to Lomachenko and Usyk fight. I mean, Lomachenko and Comey. Why you go to that? Where's the connection there? Shakur wasn't on that card. Keyshawn wasn't on that card. Well, at least I don't remember him on the card. And then, like, going to top ranked gym. Again, this is just, I'm not finna go bar for bar. To each his own. If he like doing that, if you like suing him up and then being around the same people you suing and the same people that did you wrong, then that's some Omaha stuff. Or that's some Crawford stuff. I don't expect me to do that. If I don't like you, I ain't going to your function. I ain't messing with you. That's like people diss me on YouTube and then I'm going to debate them and do a video. I'm not doing none of that, bro. I'm not doing that. You trying to hurt me, I'm trying to hurt you. If it's F me, then it's F you too. You don't like me, I don't like you. So whatever that makes me, that's what I am. Period. To each his own. If you guys condone it, if you can sue a person and then go to their events, then God bless you. But it won't be me. So you're not gonna support your friends because of one dude you fell out with? Man, just block these dudes. I'm so sick of. I don't even want to see your name ever again. Block Eric Gill. Get him out of here, bro. I don't gotta explain nothing to you. Thank you, Kenya. Top shooter. If you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't. Bro, okay. I'm petty. Like if I got fired from a job, I'm not going to just be loitering around and like let's say you worked at Home Goods and you got fired. I'm not going to just be shopping at Home Goods. I'm petty like that. Yeah, so no. I'm not going to just go to Home Goods and talk to all my old coworkers and they supposed to be working and I'm distracted. I'm not doing that. If you want to do that, that's up to you. If you want to get fired from a job and then show up, everybody know you got fired and you still showing up and trying to fraternize and talk to people and you in the break room, that's up to you. I don't do that. If you fire me, that's what's up. I'll blow this motherfucker up before I come in the break room and all that. What y'all talking about, bro? Y'all do what y'all want to do. I'm a grown man. I'm gonna do what I want to do. So you go ahead and get fired for your job on your day off, and then you go in the break room and eat your lunch with your old coworkers while they getting paid for it, and you not getting paid. You walking around the sales floor not getting paid, and they getting paid at least to be walking around. So y'all can do that bum stuff. I'm not doing it. What y'all talking about, bro? You petty, that's why I like you. I don't even think that's petty. You in the break room eating a Lunchable because that's all you could afford because you got fired from your job and you eating a Lunchable trying to, like, I'll see you after work, bro. You know, we could, whatever, we can link up after. I'm not doing that. Why should I? I'm Boxingego. Why should I do that? Why should I get fired from a job and then just be going there unnecessarily like I still work there? That's, if y'all want to do that, y'all do that. You and Bud, y'all all can do it. I'm just telling you my style. Yeah, you in the back, you in the back with the trash and the trash compactor, helping them crush boxes. I ain't helping, bro. I'm not getting paid for this. Why would I be in receiving, breaking down boxes with you with box cutters, and I'm not getting paid? I got fired. Bro, I'm not using the trash compactor with you. I don't care how good of friends we are. I'll link up with you after. You gonna break down boxes off the clock because you got fired. Y'all, something wrong with y'all. And then y'all look at your bank account and wonder why it looked like it. It's because you going to your old job instead of looking for a new job. You helping customers, you got fired. Oh yeah, it's gonna be an aisle 16. Bro, aisle 16, you directing traffic. But oh, where are the bathrooms? Oh, just go all the way down and make a left. Oh, you're welcome. Bro, I ain't doing that. I don't care. I hope you your pants. I'm not going to show you where the bathroom's at. I don't care how well I know the store. I'll knock stuff off the shelf before I go and start helping customers. Man, y'all a trip. Yeah, they tying the bell and picking up the phone. Yeah, we close at 8:30. Yeah. See you then. All right. Bye-bye. Bro, you answered the phone. You got fired. You answered the phone. Telling people where they close. Yeah, we close at 8:30. It's the 30-day return policy. Okay, yeah. Okay. 8:30. Bye-bye. Yeah, bye-bye. Bro, I'm gonna answer the phone and hang up. I'm gonna wreak havoc. Whatever. I'm a hellion. Y'all not finna have me in the job I got fired from. F that. My man Boss Red said they still got the uniform. They gonna put their vest on and start mopping. I'm done, bro. Yeah, you got fired from your kid's basketball coaching job, and you still trying to coach them. You trying to draw up plays. Y'all some bums. That's what's wrong. That's the real thing, bro. If you got fired from your coaching job and you still trying to draw up plays for the kids, is like you a bum, bro. You might as well just go play Madden. They wouldn't have fired you if they really wanted your input, to be honest. Anyway, questionable Bud decisions. Hopefully the fight gets made. So y'all can shut up. I'm sick of it. Can y'all shut up now? I hope the fight get made so y'all can shut up. Yeah, Boxingego said it. So y'all can shut up. I just want y'all to shut up. Make the fight so it can happen and y'all can shut up and we can just watch a good fight and y'all shut up. I'm sick of hearing half of y'all. Oh yeah, but Errol Spence, he didn't stop Porter. Man, shut up. Sick of these weak ass predictions. Y'all got some of the weakest predictions I done ever heard in boxing. It'd be so it'd be so stupid. Well, obviously Crawford hits harder because Porter punched the canvas and Errol Spence just dropped him, but Porter didn't punch the canvas. Bro, what is that? That punching the canvas look weird. Like, how's that your fight prediction? Why did Sean Porter do that anyway? Like, why did he punch the canvas? He was auditioning for Creed? He gonna be in the new Creed 3? Bro, why did he punch the canvas? Like, can anybody let me know? Why did Sean Porter punch the canvas? Like, I can understand getting dropped and being hurt, but if you're so badly hurt, how do you have energy to punch the canvas? That didn't even make sense to me, to be honest. Like, Manny Pacquiao, when he fought Marquez, he wasn't worried about punching the canvas. Pacquiao was out like a light switch. Hey, like a light switch. Hey. Bro, Pacquiao wasn't worried about that. He was sleep. Sleep train, the ticket to a better night's sleep. Bro, when you badly hurt, you're not really worried. Like, why didn't Dominic Brazil, when Wilder stretched him, why didn't Brazil get on the canvas and start punching? Because when you hurt that bad, you're not really worried about none of that other stuff. I can assure you. Daquandre sent $1 in the Cash App. Let's go. Please cook Tony Atlas on Shakur. I did a video about that. I ain't got nothing to say. I already said what I said in the video. Bro, he tried to reenact the Creed Michael B. Jordan or something. That was weird. Anyway, I'm out. I gave y'all enough of the show. Holla. Hopefully the fight gets done. Let's get some last minute likes in there. I'm out.